you lead it, I'll try and follow, right?
So you just heard it. Welcome to BSB TV. Today I've got Bevan Blackshaw with me. He's promised that if I lead it, he's going to follow. Remember that promise as we go through. So Bevan, I want to congratulate you first on running an awesome business. Right now you're flat out.
I am. I'm not taking any more orders for bespoke work until probably the end of March.
That's fantastic. Now, people don't know what you do yet, so let's let them in on that little secret before we go any further. You've got Timber Dimensions.
That's right. And
what does Timber Dimensions do?
I make a range of homewares, giftware, and furniture for everyday use. I'll show you a brief little picture of what I got. That's just a wee selection, really.
I love your whacking stick, otherwise probably known as rolling pin. Look,
multi-purpose device.
I've purchased stuff from you to give out as Christmas presents and as special gifts, and I'm going to say the feedback I have had, and I use some of the charcuterie boards or whatever you call it at home myself, and the feedback is always awesome. People are so grateful to get something that's handmade and something that's of quality, as opposed to just the mass-produced stuff that you can buy anyway.
Thank you for your kind words, Kevin.
No, it's true statement. So I wouldn't just say that for the hell of it. Now, I was talking with Steve Scrooger a little while ago about offering. We came up with this idea of offering someone $1,500 across 3 months to actually market their business, but to use it as a direct marketing approach, a call center, an outbound call approach. We had half a dozen people put up their hand and say, hey, I'd be really interested in that. Your response basically stuck out like a sore thumb, not in a bad way, but in a good way, a good sore thumb. I don't know how you can have that. But anyway, because you actually knew exactly what you wanted it to use the telemarketing for. And it wasn't just, oh, I don't like telemarketing. Can you give me a telemarketer? It was, hey, I know that this is going to take a lot of time that I don't have because I'm busy producing my goods already.
Yeah, I'm a maker, not a seller. I'm not a salesman. The outlets that I have the product in, the particular product we're talking about, the product sells and sells hand over fist. Once people have it demonstrated to them, if there's someone who reads books, they generally buy. It's probably seven or 8 out of 10 hit rate, according to.
Now, show people this book bird that we're talking about so that people kind of understand. And how do you use it?
Goes in your thumb. Try and do this. It's all back to front of me.
I know it's really hard to get where the cameras are. I always get that wrong too. Oh, cool. So nice and easy. You don't get a hand cramp or anything like that. You can do it with one hand. Makes it easy to drink your wine as you're reading your book and all that sort of stuff. Fantastic. So you're looking for an outbound telemarketer, and in fact, we haven't identified someone yet. And you're going to have a little bit of a process to go through for people who want to do this with you. I'm going to encourage everyone, being a member on our business portal is also going to get you bonus points. So if you're reaching out saying, hey, I want work out of this, would be an idea to be part of the community. So you have 5 key selection criteria for the people that you want to call.
That's right.
Because although it'd be cool on one hand to get into Dimmix or to get into Nextra or any of those, the problem you're then going to have is a production problem, right?
That's correct.
So you're not interested in just hitting up the big guys because we're not scaled for that, and that's not the business you want to run. No. So your first selection criteria for the people, and the reason we're going through this is because if you're someone that's listening to this or you come across this, then this might appeal to you. So what's your first criteria?
independent bookstores.
Cool. Your second?
Very regional.
We just want to go through really quickly.
So one, it's all about exclusivity. It's a premium product, premium luxury product. So they get the exclusive rights, so to speak, to on-sell the product to their area.
That's it. So in a regional area, there's probably just one in the town. In the city, they might have a couple, but they would be in different regional zones, or you might look at a couple of different independent people within a city, but they wouldn't be next door to each other.
So there might
the
be
third
north,
one you
north
mentioned,
of Sydney or south of Sydney, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Sydney basically almost covers southeast Queensland. So you wouldn't just want one there. You would want south and north and east and west and blah, blah, blah.
Possibly, yeah.
Potentially even in the middle. The third one, and I really love this, that you're looking for someone who's a good cultural fit with you. And if people are having a look at you right now, they'll know that you're not going to fit in PricewaterhouseCoopers would be the easiest way of saying it.
No. That's correct. I can speak to people like that, and generally my appearances tend to put them on the back foot, and it tends to put me in a position of power, so to speak, from a communication point of view. However, I certainly don't fit in that sort of.
Look, I know that you've got a corporate background, strong logistics and all that sort of stuff, but then you just decided you didn't want to do that. You wanted to do the craft that you do. Basically, the cultural fit for a business is going to be that they're really supporting the handmade, local artisans, that they're looking for quality product, not just shifting a volume of stuff, and that they really support the customers and they engage the customers when they walk in the shop.
That's right. That's one
have I nailed that?
Beg your pardon?
Have I nailed that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's probably one of the key criteria is to engage the customers. The people who sell these things and do it the way that works tend to get something in the order of about a 7 out of 10 hit rate.
Fantastic. So we're looking for stores that aren't after the cheapest, they're after that quality, and they're happy to work with you on the supply side of it and meet your terms. That's right.
Yeah. At the end of the day, once the product is explained and demonstrated, it becomes a no-brainer, and at that under $20 price point, it's really discretionary spending.
Yeah. So we've got two parts of this. One, we need to compile a good list that then people could be, basically we've got $500 to spend per month for this telemarketing. So what we'll need to be doing is compiling a really good list that fits that criteria around the country. And as you said, hey, they may even find people overseas and you're happy for them to call them.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
I have got probably 3 or 4 outlets in the States that I want to contact as part of this.
So you've got a start on the list, and you're happy to work with this person on getting that list together fairly quickly for them. Yep. And then in reality, we're probably looking for 10 to 15 hours of calls a month.
Oh, your audio's gone a bit strange.
3 months. What's that?
Your audio's gone strange again.
Maybe to you and maybe to others, but I'm not sure about that. So I'll keep talking for a second. You nod when you can hear me properly. Awesome. So we're looking for someone who can help us with this, a telemarketer who can help provide services to you. We'll put the call out within the community, and if people in the community know others, definitely give us a shout out. We are looking for someone local.
Am I saying yes?
Yes, you are.
Okay, right. Yeah. Okay, you're all come back.
We're looking for someone local. So I've got a few ideas. Congratulations on winning this on winning this prize. Absolutely magnificent prize. So thanks very much for your time today.
Thanks very much for the opportunity, Kevin, and I thank Stephen for the kind contribution that he's made.
Absolutely. We all appreciate it. Thanks very much, Bevan.
Have a good day.
Bye now.